Okay, so yes, we are going to start a new topic, which would be discovery of proton. Whereas in last 3 to 2 videos, we discussed the discovery of electron. Here we are going to discuss discovery of proton. Discovery of proton. So the scientist who gave this theory, not theory, but the discovery, the concept, that was called Einstein. Gold Einstein. Okay, he gave and he gave two like concept. But these two concepts are this the discharge tube. This is the discharge tube, which is connected, not connected, but having like the two main purpose. First is gas pressure, gas pressure. The second is perforated cathode, which I'm going to tell you what that these both point means. Cathode. So simply, let's go with orange. Gas pressure. How if this is a discharge tube, and electron we are providing very less pressure, but in this we will increase a little. So in cathode we were having 10 power minus 3 pressure, which is very less, like it's in the minus. So minus, if it would be less, minus 2 minus 1, this means these are the greater value in negative. Okay, so here we will increase the pressure. That pressure now will become 10 power minus 1. I know that you will think that's not a big deal, not a big difference, but yes, that exactly is. In minus, if the sphere minus 3, then we minus 2, minus 1. So minus 3 would be very smaller, then we minus 2, which would be very small. Then minus 1 is still so small, but better than 3. So we increase gas pressure. Okay, here you will see perforated cathode. How? If this is the, and no, I'm discussing electron, we also differentiating the both concept. This was the cathode in that electron, whereas there was holes. Perforated simply means having a holes where they can pass and they can produce, here they can produce the light, fluorescence light. Okay, so they were holes. So we call this anode place as a perforated anode. That was an electron. But here perforated cathode is there. So cathode is on this one side. Let me just paste. So yes, I have just made it. Not made it, but pasted. Okay, so what we are discussing. Okay, yes, so perforated simply means holes. So anode was on this side. So in this electron, we just make it perforated, like we provide holes. So electron were going from this to this one, and not attaching, but going attack towards this, or like cross towards this, and which produce covalence. But in this, you will find this cathode, which would be, this cathode would be like this cathode would be perforated here, which means it will have holes. So from now, from here electron will move and will attach, not attach, but go towards this cathode side, and here electron would be emitted, not emitted, but electron would produce light on this side. Okay, so in cathode, in anode, not anode, but in discovery of electron, we just call this as like in that we were calling cathode rays, but here these will be anode rays. What does this mean? This means if it's a discharge tube, here the electron will be going like from anode. Now electron will go towards the towards the cathode. So we just call this as anode rays. Whereas in electron, this was the tube. This was the cathode, whereas this was the anode. So rays are going towards this. This was the electron. We just call this a cathode ray. But here we call this as anode rays. So because this is the discovery of proton. Okay. Then these are also colored rays. Yes, very important point. In discharge tube of electron, we found these were invisible rays. Invisible. But in proton, we just found these are the visible. So we call this as a colored rays.